we're going to get our next comedian on because he's got to go all the way back somewhere that's 2 hours away. He identifies as the name Irish, okay? Let's hope he doesn't bomb tonight. So can we please go absolutely spastic? I know you're not allowed to say that. Can we please go absolutely retarded? Clap your hands. We're actually mental.
Gone wrong already. Well, good evening, everybody. I know when she said Irish, you were thinking I fucking love Irish people. Fucking leprechauns, limericks, and lucky fucking charms. And then I started talking, you were like, ah, fuck. We got a grumpy one. And then your next thought was, did that motherfucker just bring a backpack on this stage? Is he gonna take that with him when he leaves? What the fuck are you gonna do if I don't? I am gonna bomb this stage. Fuck you, Vic. So how my night's been going is we've had a Pakistani talk about terrorism. We've had an Iranian guy that hates fucking ginger people. And then I threatened to blow up this pub. So it's going well. So I'm in the Navy. The reason I've got to go, I'm in the Royal Navy, so I live all the way over in Portsmouth, and we've got to get up tomorrow morning and do gay things with gay people. It's great. Where's the lesbian?
Oh no.
Hiya, Leslie. You alright? You been scissoring lately? No?
No? No.
That's such a shame. I feel for you, man. You should get after that. You look like the sort of person that would enjoy that kind of thing. I know what you're laughing at, you do too. So Leslie obviously doesn't have kids. I've got kids, and Leslie, I wasn't going to come back to this, but I'm going to now. Are you a gold star lesbian?
No.
No, I recently had. If you don't know, gold star is that you've never had the dick. That's what that means. I recently had been told this by my 13-year-old daughter, and I was like, this is not information I needed to know. So I think she might have you. I think she's got something to tell you. Then you can talk to her about it and tell me after. How's about that, Leslie? Little deal? Oh, fist bump, love that. Oh, boom. Yeah, so I've got kids. My kids are like paternally funny. Like my son wants to be a stand-up comedian. My daughter's really funny. Like I picked this kid up from school the other day. We're walking down the street and she's like, hey, Dad. It's my favourite lamppost right there. It's a weird thing. I turned around and somebody had drawn a great big comedy cock on it. I was like, fair play, it's good artwork. And so she was like, yeah, thank you. Oh, fuck her. She's been assigned this business thing. They've got to come up with a business. She's got to make cakes and muffins. And I was like, oh, that's cool. So the teacher looked at me weird when we named it though. I was like, what'd you name it? She was, Muff Cakes. You'd shop there. My daughter though, she was like, you might as well go all out. You might as well just call it Fanny Fingers. My son was, fuck that. Pussy pastries. He wants to be a comedian. Oh man, you see when I'm standing here, I'm going to let you into a secret. When I'm standing here, I pick somebody in the front row that's going to be my victim. And just to say that it's going to be you. It's going to be great. We're going to do something in a minute that's truly fucking awkward for you, but delightful for everybody else. It just doesn't work. It's fucking gonna. Yeah, so my son, he wants to be a stand-up comedian, but he realizes as a kid, he's not very old and he doesn't have any stories just yet, so he keeps finding ways to invent stories. And I'll give you this, when we were a kid in Ireland, right, 6 years old, 31st of October, we're driving to a mid-afternoon Halloween party. Somebody mentioned earlier on it was Irish, that is absolutely true. Went to America, they fucked it, now everybody does it. So we're driving down the road, windows are down, quite a warm day, music is on, and there's a funeral procession coming the other way. And in Ireland, that's quite a regular thing. So we turn, because the bombs. So I turn down the radio respectfully and I say to my son, like, just keep the noise down just as we pass this. And as we get to he's 6, so as we get to the front of this funeral procession, he sees the hearse go by, sees the people, and he just goes, hiya! And the woman who's dressed in black is mourning, turns around, looks at my car, and I shit she not near fucking died of laughter. And that's when I remembered that he was dressed as the Grim Reaper. Shit, I turned round, he was waving the fucking scythe out the window. She came over and she just tapped him on the head and she said, well done kid, you've had a shit day, slightly less so. But I guarantee every fucking Halloween she's banging on about that. That's fucking brilliant. But he does these things now, right? So he has to read for the first 20 minutes of every day whilst they're doing all the name check and all that bullshit, making sure everybody's here. I got a phone call 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Mr. McMahon, did you vet the book your son brought to school today? I was like, nope. What was it? 50 Shades of Grey. I was like, when he got home, I said, because I thought it was funny, I said, did you do that on purpose? He went, yep, I'm bringing in Mein Kampf next week. You little fucking legend. But I was doing this phone call. I think everybody does it. You live out of town, you're from far away, do the phone call home on a Saturday night, have a few gins, talk to your mate, reminisce about old times. And I did that with my mate Dave. And Dave's got like legendary stories, So he was also in the Navy, he's left now. Like he went away for 6 months. And he was worried he was going to be too quick on the trigger when he got back, so he used that desensitizing spray on his area whilst his wife was in preparing. But she was in there thinking, I haven't gone down on my husband in 6 months. So she came straight out, started giving him a blowjob. 2 minutes in, all Dave can hear is, and he picks up the quilt, and she's looking at him, she's going, Dave, I think I'm having a stroke. That's the sort of shit he does. I wish I was making that up. I'm fucking not. We were in a pub one night, right? And that film was back. It was 4 couples. We were all with our partners, and that film on with Jack Nicholson, As Good as It Gets, and that bit where you pay me a compliment or I'm leaving, and Helen Hunt's character was going to walk out, and he says, "You make me want to be a better man." So Dave's wife does that, and he just looked at her and went, "I think about you when I wank." I shit you not, all 4 women went, "Aww." Got up and went to the bar to buy us a drink. And I was like, "Do you think about your wife when you're having a wank?" He went, "No. I think about yours." So to my surprise, when I come off that phone call, my son is looking at me and he goes, "Hey Dad, what's a wank bank?" Young people won't know this, and I wondered whether or not I should fucking tell them, I gotta be honest. But as I mentioned, I was drunk. So I told them what it was, and I think a visual representation, this was where it gets really awkward for you, young lady, is what you would do back in the day before instantaneous porn on your phone, where you could get off to whatever the fuck you could think of. Have you ever tried to outdo Pornhub? It's got it all. You can't do it. But what you would have to do is you either find a magazine in a bush, or you would go up to the person you found most attractive, you would look at that person, you would look at her, you look her right in the eye, and you just go, click. And you're in the wank bank now. About midnight tonight, you're going to feel a flutter in the fanny area. You're going to be wondering, what is that? Well, that minge tingle, that's me. Can't come on over here. Sorry, what's your name? What? What the fuck did you just say? Did you say Berta? You do not look like a Berta. I don't know. Just Berta, lovely name. I do apologise. Because you know what they say, Berta? It's always nice to put a face to a name. I'm not going to lie to you, sir, sitting behind Berta. I got a little bit of you in that picture. That tingle in the balls, man. That's the 3 of us just going at it. It's going great. I got a phone call about that as well. It made my son swear to me that he wouldn't tell any other children on the school ground. So I was surprised to find out that 40 horny teenagers were running around going click, 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 click. I'm not invited back to that school. It's really, really bad. But yeah, so my wife and I, we recently fell out. We had a disagreement about the TikTok. Do we give the kids the TikTok or not? My youngest is only 10 years old. And I decided to do the brave husband thing. I waited for my wife to go to the shops, and then we downloaded the TikTok, because I'm a fucking legend like that. But I gotta tell you, husbands, wives they have intuition. They know things are right or wrong, because I have never been more wrong, more fucking fast in my entire life. She's watching TikTok for, say, 2 minutes, walks up to me and goes, "Hey Dad, high five." I go to high five this little fucker. She slips the high five, punches me straight in the balls. I'm in my mid-40s. There's a lot more ball back there than there used to be. And I work from home, so I sat cross-legged. It was ball, chair, fucked. That's what happened. I rolled out of the chair, and I'm not too proud, Berta, to admit this. I crawled to the fucking bathroom, because every bloke in here knows you get a good nut shot, and I'm no biologist, but they are connected directly to your fucking lungs, because you lose the ability to breathe. You get into the bathroom, you sit, you don't even sit normal, you sit wide-legged, you let them swing. My eyes are up here, Berta, fuck me. Berta's a bit of a slag, I like her. But you let them swing, and then for no fucking reason at all, you reach down every now and again just to make sure they're still there. It's fucking bizarre. Then I hear my wife coming back to the shop, so I get up, I go to the walk of shame down the corridor, and I get to the living room just to tell her I was wrong. And as I get there, I hear, "Hey, Mum, high five." And that's when I found out that hurts you ladies too. She got her right in the mummy daddy button. I walked in, my wife's in the fetal position, Saoirse's running out the room laughing her fucking ass off. That lasted about 5 minutes, because punching fanny bones, that's not the same as punching old man balls at all. 15 minutes later, we're in the nurse's office. I got 4 nurses looking at me, like 4 women staring at me. "So, Mr. McMahon, how did your daughter hurt her wrist?" And under pressure, in my head, I was like, she fell off her bike. But in pressure, I was like, she punched her mum in the pussy. You laughed, they did not. They were disgusting. They were. But I shit you not, the lead nurse looked at me and went, "TikTok? Viral video for a reason. Lots of fannies getting her out there." So my wife, she started to feel uncomfortable. She's like, "I'm going to go in, I'm going to get bits looked at while it's the wrist." Happy to know the wrist thing, it was just a strain, it was fine. My wife comes out and says, "Hey husband, I've got some bad news for you. No sex for 3 months. She had deep clitoral tissue damage." My balls retracted on here in that fucking sentence. I was like, that is insane. And I was fucking furious. But not about the no sex thing. I'm in the Navy, I've not had sex for 3 months before. I've been banging that fanny for 15 years. Not so much as a fucking bruise. I got after that thing like an angry fucking woodpecker. Nothing. If you look like me, it's the saddest day of your life. That on that day, I found out I've got less punching power than a 10-year-old girl. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been Irish, you've been awesome. Thank you very much.